guys, what's going on? It is Ash here coming at you today in Raid Shadow Legends, starring Chosen Brad. Chosen Brad, welcome back to the channel, man. How you doing?
Hey, doing good. Thanks for having me.
No problem. The first video, really a huge fan. You went through all like kind of early game champion strategy and stuff like that. Today we're actually going to get into champions a little bit more, and we're going to have some fun doing it. We're actually going to summon some of these champions. So man, talk about champions. I'm ready to unlock some champions. You want to just go ahead and maybe just summon them? Should we save the sacred for the final?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we want to make our way up the chart here. We can see that the green are the mystery, the blue are the ancient, the purple are the void, and the kind of orangish ones are the sacred. And they kind of go up in how valuable they are in general in the game. So you'll see there right below the eye, you are currently 18 out of 30. So you won't have enough room to summon all of those shards. So this is kind of a mechanic I can touch on real quick. Do you want to go out and go to your champions screen?
Yes, please.
Let's see if we can't unlock more space for you.
Okay.
So click on Champion Vault on the bottom left there. And then click the plus sign.
Oof.
And
I'll have to I'm going to gem it. 10 slots, that's not bad though.
Yep. So yeah, buy the next one. It's pretty. Yep. The first ones are very cheap.
Yep. All right. So we're good.
Yep. And so then I would go ahead and dump some champions into your vault so that we can free up some space.
Got you. Okay. So I should just put like the 1-star bums.
Yep. Just click on them all and then.
I got you. Cool.
Yep.
I love the vault. Okay. So basically, that's pretty good, I think.
Keep going.
Oh, okay. All right.
Because
cool.
we're going to be summoning a few here, I think.
Yeah. All right. That's pretty much okay.
Yep. There you go. Okay. Perfect.
All right. Cool. So let's go back to the portal, and I guess I can should I times 10 it, or should we just go one by one and talk a little bit about the?
Yeah. So what's funny is you actually have 26 slots available. You'll see right there on the top. Yeah.
And
you actually have. Yeah. You have 26 slots. You have your 21 ancient shards plus 5 sacreds is exactly 26.
Okay, so we're not even gonna do the mysteries?
No, I think let's go ahead and see what we get from the ancients and the sacreds.
Stuff. Yeah, good call. All right, and I don't even have enough silver, so we'll have to work on that. But in terms of so should I do times 10 or just do one at a time?
I would go one at a time so that I can kind of touch on them.
All right, so our first one. Now, with these ones, I have no chance of getting legendary at all, right?
You actually do. The ancient shards have a very small chance. It's like 1% or something. I forget the exact number, but it's like 0.6 or something to get a legendary. So you can.
Yeah.
Graybeard is nothing super great, so we can go on to the next one.
Cool. Yeah, let me know if I hit something good. And again, guys, this is kind of a video, not just a summoning video, but rather to talk a bit about like these champions and kind of what roles they might fill. And if I get a good one, kind of telling about why it's good, because this is meant for, I guess, kind of beginner to mid-level players. So, Maiden, anything special there?
No. I mean, she's not trash, but nothing special.
All right. It's gonna be the worst summoning video ever.
No, we'll get something.
All right, Banshee.
Banshee's an interesting one because if we look at her A1, she actually has one of those abilities that is attack all enemies on a default that also places decreased defense, which is a pretty decent debuff. So that's not a bad one. She's a decent rare champion.
Okay, cool. Now, if I get anybody that you think would be a great fit on my, because we were actually recording this video in real time right after the one that we did previously. You can see my champions are the same level because I just a summoning video. So if you see anybody who I should put with like War Priest and Kale, or just Kale, and kind of build a team around that, let me know, okay?
Okay, yeah, sure. Wanderer is nothing really to write home about, so we can move on there.
All right. All right.
Ooh, very good champion there.
Sweet.
So Elaine is one of the starters. So, when you start, you have Elaine, Kale, Aethel, and Galek. So you just got one of the other starters. And if you look through her abilities, she actually has 2 abilities that hit all enemies. So she does a lot of AoE damage. She also has a base speed of 107, we can see there. So very fast, very good in the arena. And if you invest in her, she can kind of carry you damage-wise in a lot of those early stages of the game and the arena.
Okay, so a lot of, just like I'm relying heavily on Kale, a lot of players do the same with Elaine.
Yep, exactly.
Okay, so having both of them is a good fit. Are they different affinities too, or are they the same?
They actually aren't, unfortunately.
Okay.
Which is, I would still recommend taking your Kale and investing in him over her. Okay. But she can be a good kind of champion to have in your back burner.
Okay, cool. Next up is Bone Knight.
Yeah, Bone Knight's not bad. He has an ability where he increases the crit rate of your whole party, and he also places heal reduction, which is good in one of the dungeons. So he can be decent for like the arena to help you make sure you're critting more often and some certain dungeons and stuff, but nothing super incredible.
I like how they all have reviews on them too. I guess you want to read up about what other people have to say. I don't know how useful it is, but
sometimes it's accurate, sometimes it's not.
Yeah. All right. So this guy,
Slither Brute, nothing's really to write home about.
Okay. Some of them look really badass, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I know, right?
All right. Judicator?
No, not very widely used.
All right. Are at the high end, at like end game, are there a lot of are rares and commons, are they typically worse, or does it just mean they're like, are there really good rare and common champions at end game, or is it just basically like all legendary?
Yeah, so there is a few rares that are used in the end game. I don't know about uncommons or commons. Like the Saurus, the lizard man I showed you in your previous video, he is kind of an end game capable campaign farmer. But typically, there's like 5 or 6 rares that are end game, like super end game viable, and then the rest is kind of epics and legendaries. But there's a lot of rares that can be good earlier in the game. Rotting Mage here is unfortunately not one of them. He's got a little bit of utility in some spots, but
all right.
Oh, there you go. You've actually got 3 of the 4 starting.
Oh my god! And they're the same. They're all the same affinity. Crap.
They are. Right. They are. That's something that's kind of weird. They're all the same. They're all magic affinity. But Galek is still a pretty good champion. He hits his Hellraiser hits decently hard, and he is one of the starting champions. They're all typically pretty decent rares. So Galek, not one of the optimal starting champions, but he's still good for a rare.
Okay. Cool. Anointed
is good in a couple different dungeons, but nothing super crazy here.
All right. Am I out of?
You're out of gold. So
all right.
We might have to go to the bank, and
we're gonna cut here and get some coin here. All right, guys. I reloaded, and hey, I bought a couple more shards too. So here we go. Back to the ancients. Summoning, and I want something good, man. Do you make a lot of summoning videos?
Yeah, I do it for like events and stuff. I try to summon like once a week or so, but Magma Blood, not very good. So
he looks cool though.
Oh yeah, he does look cool.
All right. Cool. I love how like I somehow judge their skill just based on what they look like. All right.
Houndspawn, not very good. He's one that drops for free in the campaign. We haven't gotten an epic yet, which is a little bit bad luck. Crossbowman is one of the worst rares. So
this is luck. What is going on? Perfect time to pause and go subscribe to Chosen Brad, guys.
Yeah, right.
Flinger. Okay.
Flinger's not super great.
I can just tell by your tone. All right.
Fury Stoker is kind of a really bad healer.
Okay. Cool. Love bad healers. All right.
Hyrea's okay. She's got an ability that is gonna make like the team attack with her, which is kind of cool. It's one of the cooler looking mechanics in the game.
Lead the charge.
Yeah, so she'll attack with 2 random allies, which is kind of cool to see, and it's kind of a fun little mechanic. And she's good in a few dungeons and decent early game versus the clan boss.
Okay. We got Witness.
Witness is okay for a rare.
All right. Okay is not what I'm looking for, bro.
I know, right? I know. Hey, here you go. You got an epic.
Yay! But is he good?
Unfortunately, Seneschal is not one of the like really good epics.
Okay, all right, happens. You know what? The bad luck on these makes me think I'm gonna have good luck on the legendaries.
That's right. Your sacreds are gonna be nuts.
Yeah. Yeah, Maiden. Didn't I already get her?
Yep,
Okay.
you did already get Maiden.
Yeah, the thing is, when you get double, does it do anything or no?
You can use duplicates as a skill book to upgrade the skills. So it's not awful if it's a champ. Like if you pulled another Kale, that would be kind of handy because you could use it as a skill book.
Okay. Beast Wrestler? Nothing special?
No, nothing special. The dwarves are actually the newest faction. They just came out like 3 or 4 weeks ago.
All right. And
Hospitaler, not super good, but she's decent. She's not garbage.
Okay. I'm looking to fill out my team, man. Is there anything that you think I really am hoping for? I guess I want that lizard dude, right?
Yeah, but Conqueror's okay for like the early game, but nothing great.
All right, this is
same with Courtier, not super.
All right, 3 left on these, and then we move on to the good stuff.
That's right.
All right, another dwarf, Madman.
Again, kind of meh.
Do each faction, like the dwarves and stuff, do they have any special, unique ability, inherent ability or passive ability because of their?
Factions, no, they don't have any certain. Like dwarves aren't like.
Other than them being a different race.
Yeah.
All right, Slayer's my last dude.
Slayer's okay early game. He's used kind of in the arena sometimes in kind of those early stages. So, all in all, I would say your luck there was probably like a 2 or 3 out of 10.
Okay.
You did get a lane, which is a really good champion for the early to mid game. So it wasn't a complete waste.
We're doing voids right now. I have 3 of them. And the reason I want to do these voids, or if you want to know what the voids are, go back to our last video. It's a different faction. It only has the void faction, right?
Oh, affinity. Yeah, the void affinity.
Yeah,
yep, that's okay. Stitch Beast does not really use that often.
Do people generally have these affinities, or is it seen as more powerful because they don't counter anything, or nothing counters them, or no?
Yeah, sometimes it's more valuable because they're never weak. So they're always going to perform consistently. They're never going to be strong or weak. They're kind of their own thing. You actually did get a Void Epic, which is really good luck, but Towering Titan isn't one of the good ones.
All right, here we go. Give me a... Okay. Renegade.
Renegade also not super useful.
Here we go. Going on to the Sacreds.
6 of them. So hopefully you're going to get something really good out of these 6 Sacreds.
Hopefully, man. All right. So we got Vergus.
Vergus, he looks cool, but he's not super good.
He does look cool. He does look cool. All right. That was our freebie. Here's the top 5. Give me somebody. Right. Is it generally like a lot more difficult to upgrade and level up, especially early game legendaries?
No, they're more expensive to ascend, and you actually got a really good one here, Skull Crusher.
Yes.
So if you look at his A2, or he's gonna place an ally protection buff on all allies, and then he places a counterattack buff on all allies. So counterattack is very tough to get in this game, but it is very good. So Skull Crusher is one of the best epics in the game because he places counterattack.
Okay, sweet. One of the best epics in the game?
Yep.
Damn. So I'm going to put him right on my team. Like him and Kale are my go-tos now, right?
Well, yeah, you'd probably want to invest in him, yeah. And it's important to note that with counterattack, people use their default ability. So you want to pair him with people that have really good defaults. So like that Saurus, remember his A1 was a default AoE, the Sister Militant, that common. So you'd want to get that Banshee that you pulled, that rare with the A1 that attacks all enemies. When they counterattack, they use their A1, their default. So if you pair him with champions that when they counterattack, they attack all enemies, you can really put out a lot of damage with counterattack.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to be upgrading him, putting him alongside Kale. And, okay, here we go on the next one. It is...
Adriel is a pretty good early to mid-game healer, so that's not a bad pull. I think you can get some utility out of her.
Okay. Just taking a look at her. Okay. Heals all allies. Okay, sounds good. 3 more. Give me a legendary, man. All right. Hellgazer?
Hellgazer's kind of like a damage dealer, but not super good.
Okay. Feel it.
Hey, there you go.
Ah!
Oh my God.
Is he good? Is he
That's
bad?
one of the best. That's one of the best things you could have pulled. There you go.
Oh!
You're set.
Hell
You're
yeah! All right, Big Un. Biggin.
Yep, Biggin. So if you go through his abilities, go to his A1.
Oh, but he's the same affinity as my Kale.
But that's okay.
Okay.
Like you definitely want him.
Was that a
really
very
good.
noob thing to say?
No,
Okay.
definitely not. That's kind of smart. But
All right.
he's got lots of AoE and lots of general utility, which is what you're looking for right now when you're kind of developing a new account.
Okay.
He's probably one of the top like 10 or 15 legendaries in the game, and he's going to provide a lot of utility. You could use him basically anywhere except for like maybe the clan boss, but he'll carry you in the campaign and the arena and a bunch of dungeons. So that's a very good pull there.
Wow. Sweet. I'm excited now. All right, cool.
Yep,
All right, one more. Here we go. All right, and our last is Marksman.
Marksman, he's a damage dealer. He's not garbage, but he's not good.
Okay. So there it is. That's that. That is our summon. So the mystery shards, I would basically just keep pulling those or buying those to get the lizard dude.
Well, yeah, and you might not need you pulled enough high level shards that you've probably got a good base level of champions that you wouldn't really need to use like commons and uncommons. Like you have Biggin and Kale and Skullcrusher and Elaine. Like you could build a pretty decent team without having to use like the commons and uncommons.
Okay, so should I put, in terms of my sparring pit, like, should I put those new guys in there when I'm not playing? Or should I, like, how should I use my sparring pit? Like, when should I obviously have Kale and Warpriest, who are, like, my go-tos right now, early game, in my sparring pit. So what should my strategy be in terms of who's in there?
So for the early game, yeah, when you, like, go to bed or something,
Yeah.
it can be a decent idea to put champions in there that you're actually using. But, like, in general, I like to level up what they call food. So, like, your trash champions that you're gonna just feed into other champions to level them up. I like to put food in there just so that I have a constant influx of like things to help star up my other champions. That's the way I use it.
Does it matter what type of food I'm feeding to the? Does it matter at all? Like, is there any rhyme or reason, or just the guys at the bottom of my champion thing?
Yep. No. So like your 3-star champions, when they hit level 30, they need 3-star champions to rank up. So
focus on actually guys who are higher stars.
Well, yeah, and you also get more XP per hour the higher star level the champion that you place in the sparring pit. You'll get like an extra 100 per rank. So you'll get more XP per hour from your sparring pit if you have like 3 and 4 stars in there, as opposed to 1 and 2 stars in there.
Okay, well, let's throw a couple 3 stars in there for now, and that will be good to go. Now, my champions, we have a lot to talk about forming our new team. We're going to save that for the next video. I'm going to play Biggin. I'm excited to use him as well. So, Brad, thanks again so much for coming on the channel. Guys, make sure you subscribe to his YouTube channel and check out his Twitter. That information will be in the show notes below. Guys, that's going to do it. Thank you for watching, and as always, take care, guys.